Good morning, Firsties. How are you this morning? Miss Crumbly is sitting outside on my patio. It is a beautiful morning and the birds are all chirping and everything. I am going to share with you guys a story that we all fell in love with at the beginning of the school year. And it's going to help us with our reading strategy today and our writing strategy today. Okay? All right, so it's The Night of the Veggie Monster by George McClements, one of our favorites. So what I want you to do is, while I'm reading the story, pay attention to who the characters are in the story, where's the story taking place, and also pay attention to how George McClements brought the story to life. Okay? Something terrible happens every Tuesday night. It's not the pork chops or the mashed potatoes. It all starts when I'm forced to eat. Time for another fun-filled hour. Peas! A whole 3 tonight. My parents act as if I'm making it all up, but I'm not. I wonder how soon before he starts. Oh, it should be any minute now. They have no idea what one tiny pea does to me. With the slightest touch, it begins. And we're off. My fingers become all wiggly. Ah, I knew he would start with the fingers. As the pea rests in my mouth, my eyes begin to water. My toes twist and curl up in my shoes. Well, that's a new one. I squirm in my seat. I try to keep control, but the pea is too strong. I start to transform into a veggie monster, ready to smash the chairs, ready to tip the table, ready to grate pork chops tonight. Gulp. I swallowed the pea. I actually swallowed the pea. It tasted all right, really. Quite a performance this evening. I particularly enjoyed the toe curling. Well, I guess peas are okay, but there is still a danger. Because tomorrow is Wednesday, and on Wednesdays we have broccoli. Here we go again. Okay, guys, so the characters in the story. I know we had 3 characters in this story, okay? And we had the boy, we had his mom and his dad, okay? All right, now I want you to think for a minute and tell a grown-up, where were the characters in the story at? Were they at a movie? Were they outside? Were they at their dining room table? Were they in a store? Where were they? Okay, now that you told your grown-ups where they were, can you tell your grown-ups how did the character feel? How did that boy feel during the story? Was he happy? Was he a little worried? Was he frustrated? Was he mad? Was he sad? How did he feel during the story? Did he feel different ways in the story, or did he just have one feeling in the story? All right. Now, let's look at how George McClements brought this story to life. Okay? I see some of these words right here. You guys remember what those words are called? Pop out words. That's right. In the activity list that I sent you guys yesterday, part of your writing activity was to try to bring your story to life. And one way you can do that is to use pop out words. You can use pop out words to make it exciting, because the author wants you to read it in a different way. Remember, we learned that pop-out words, we don't read them just with a normal voice, we read them with more excitement. Something terrible happens every Tuesday night, okay? We also have in this book ellipses. Remember, that's one of the big things we learned about, ellipses. And we learned that ellipses can bring anticipation. Make something, ooh, someone wonder, ooh, what's going to happen next? Okay, it's not the pork chops or the mashed potatoes. It all starts when I'm forced to eat, ooh, peas. Okay, so the author did that to make it exciting. And remember, another way you can bring your story to life is make your characters move. Make them do something. Okay? So like right here, where George McClements showed the boy putting the pea in his mouth, he is showing exactly what the little boy is doing with his picture. Okay, so you can do that with your stories too, to bring them to life, to make them more exciting. Okay, so I want you guys to think about all the great things George McClements did in this story and how we can use it to help us with our reading, and how we can use it to help us with our writing, okay? And I want you guys to try some of those things today while you're doing your reading and while you're doing your writing. I hope to see you guys soon. I love you. Bye.